Welcome to Bear Essential with Bear Buyers. Today we're going to go over all the new and exciting stuff that's been happening this week. 10th anniversary, some new global events, just a lot of stuff going on. Finally got time this weekend to play a lot and do a lot of grinding, a lot of testing. Cranked out all the main events. 777 levels gained this weekend. Was able to complete all the ambush. There's only 5 rewards on the ambush this week. Remember, assault starts Tuesday. Ambush was hiding under cover, shooting things out of cover. I assume assault's going to be just the opposite, being out of cover and in combat. A lot of things going on in the future here this month for the 10th anniversary special. I'm really pleased. I went ahead and bought the bundle. As you can see, boom. You get a few levels with the package. To me, it was well worth it. And there's some of you can't purchase that. I understand that, but it's easy enough to grind through from the basics. A lot of great stuff here. Neat skins that drop from these packs. I'm very pleased. And to me, when we buy these few downloads that do each year, I'm not one to buy a 1,000 games. I'm a Division 2 guy. That's what I do. I'm fully employed, so I still have a regular job. Actually works a lot of hours. So I concentrate on this game, and stuff I've learned, I've tried to pass on to you, the viewers, and opening some of these great finds. Did I get a Tempest? No, that was the only thing I was missing. It's the only exotic I'm missing now that I've got everything else in the game, so I'll have to get that the hard way. There it is. What a week it's been. 17,013 Shade Watch, and it's been because of this event. Times 5 event, 777 levels so far, and that's probably where I'm going to tap out at, because got to get some sleep, got to work tonight, so doesn't look like I'm going to be able to complete that full 1,000, but very satisfied gaining 777 levels in Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So quite a grind. Could have went into work in overtime and made some money, but yeah, I guess I need to go up one more level so I can, looks like we'll have Tech Overdrive tomorrow and another assault in back-to-back. So a seasonal event called Tech Overdrive and a global event for the second week or another week for the assault instead of ambush. So probably out of cover, I would assume. We're going to have to kill things out of cover. And then next week we have Proficiency XP event. So those of you that need to get proficient in weapons and not there to 30, next week is definitely the week to grind. After that we have Redline Overdrive and another ambush, same week. Then 3 days later we have Optimization Surge. So maybe a little cheaper to get those things that you need to get improved. You should be able to crank that out. Then a few weeks away is Assault with Countdown Surge. Then the last week of March will be Expertise Surge. So we got a lot of things going on. 10th anniversary's been really, really nice. We was able to complete all this. Really, really excited what the devs have done, bringing back the Big Al. I've been running it. Got a bunch of builds coming out. There'll be some videos later. Many builds I've been testing all week to run through this. On paper, the Harrier Pride looks really, really awesome to be able to build those stacks. But in reality, I was never able to build much of any stacks because 3 kills gets a half a level. Haven't quite figured out how to do this and get the full potential of that 40% damage ablated from the blues and the 40% weapon damage. Never got into those numbers. Don't even know if it's possible. So if you have done that, please sit down in the bottom and let me know what you've been able to do. Now we got through the journey. Great items here, a lot of exotics, anniversary caches. Was kind of hoping maybe we get lucky and get that rare drop and get that Tempest. It's the only gun I'm missing. I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way and actually go out and earn it. Ran into some really good people, and I'm going to feature a few of those in some build videos coming up this week. So if you are just coming back to Division 2 or less, or if you've been grinding the whole time, this is a great time to play Division 2. A lot of new players are coming back. A lot of old players are coming back. And if you see this video and you're not playing Division 2, now is a great, great time. We got a thing called the reality mode. It's a very realism. It's harder to play, meaning that you don't have those HUDs and like stuff you don't have in real life. You know, kind of telling you, hey, the guy's over there. You don't have the mini map. But when you shoot somebody, it only takes 1 or 2 bullets to put them down. The problem is you're a little squishy yourself. And hardcore is now officially a real thing. So really, really hope that you are enjoying all this content that's going on right now. This is one of the builds we've been running the last few hours here. It works out really good. I've ran different ones here. I did tipping the scales and was running Fox's Prayers over here in the knee part. I did unit alloys. I did unit alloy equalizer here. That really was really good, and I'll feature a video later on this week with one of the guys I ran with. I'm going to feature a build that's a great build. I have one on here similar to it, but young man that I was running with, Army Ranger, and we get a lot of veterans that play here on Bear Essentials. Really shout out to a lot of you veterans. Seems to be a game we all enjoy, so I'm going to feature that here pretty soon. Got a lot of videos coming out. We did a lot of game playing, a lot of testing. I ran through about 20 different builds, running the Al, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about the big Alejandro, and we got it maxed out, 30% expertise. It is a beast. Damage out of cover, LMG, critical hit damage on this one. I do have a second one. it was swap speed. I may use that to try to get something else, but I'm okay with kind of comparing the two. But crit damage or crit chance would even be better here. If you get one with a crit chance, I think that's the way to go here with the big Alejandro. Show you some of the stats on this. We're running 57.8 critical chance, only 91 crit damage. Because so much of this game is invested in the crit chance just to get it up to speed, because we're not using Grupo or Seska, and those 15% really help. But because we're not running that, kind of ran some Petrov here to give the 10% more LMG damage, and this thing was melting. With a partner jumped in to run some Summit and run some heroic, sorry, not legendary, heroic, 3 mods, or we ran some daily heroics with modifications on 3 of the 5 challenges, and we walked through it like it was nothing. I think maybe 1 or 2 of us went down at different times in probably an hour or 2 hours of playing, and we cranked out 9-10 levels with the bonuses and everything just for completing Potomac Event Center. Did that on 2 different characters, and again, had I ran it through all 4 characters, I had the time to do that. I'd probably have another, I'd probably be in the 800 range, but the problem is we're running out of time and I needed to crank out these videos. So thanks for stopping by. Got some great stuff coming your way. Got some great news on some of the things coming out on Division 2. Got some great news on things coming out on Division 2 in the future. We got an incursion coming at the end of the year. They claim there's going to be another download. So people say Division 2 is dead. That is just not true. Got a lot of bundles coming out. We're probably going to see a lot more of these, because the version they make for China has got tons of downloads, and for those that spend real money getting those, I begrudge none of you. If you want to spend money and help this game keep going and help support Massive and this game, showing Ubisoft this is a player base that supports this game. Are we number 1, number 2? No. But there are stats that show the Division 2 is in the best position it's ever been, even over the New York download. So I can only imagine what's going to happen later this winter, around Christmas time, when the DLC, as long as they can get that out in time, and that should hold us over until Division 3. So my estimates is that Division 3 is probably 1.5 to 2.5 years away. But I'm really enjoying Division 2. Always have. There's a few rocky points. The glitch and people getting banned. That kind of drama wasn't good for the game or any of us, even the people that were playing the game right. A lot of debate, a lot of backbiting between content creators and their viewers. They see it different ways. Some thought it was cheating. Some thought it was, hey, if it exists and we can do it, it's not our fault they put the stupid thing in there. I was on the side that I'm not doing it, but I'm not really calling people out to do, nor did I celebrate when people got banned. That really sucks when you put that much time and energy in a game and you get rolled back and you get banned. Never experienced that. Don't ever want to experience that. But I'm not going to laugh at people that do. So, thanks for watching. This is Bear Essentials with Bear Byers. We've got some great builds coming your way with Big Owl and the Harrier's Pride backpack. I've got a countdown. I'm going to throw out a video here that I'm working on, counting down all the exotics from the worthless to the best, and some of the ones that just came out, like the Tempest this last year, the Overdogs. Oh my lord. People are so much over on the Overdogs. Even people that don't know which guy to shoot first, they just shoot them all, and when it happens, it's still better than most other things. So the Overdogs is definitely one of the top 5, and you'll have to watch the countdown to see where it actually falls on my rating. The Alejandro is definitely going to be right up there. Is it better than some of the other top echelon weapons? Wouldn't necessarily that, but when it comes to LMGs, it's definitely doing the work, and it's definitely a big callback to the original Division to bring a weapon like that and bring it over to this game. Really love it. Thanks for watching. I know it's a little bit of talking here. I'm going to throw some gameplay while we talk over the gameplay. Really excited on some of the stuff that's coming out. I hope you tune in to Bear Essentials with Bear Byers as we go forward, feature some of the people that are really making this game really fun. Thanks. This is Bear Essentials with Bear Byers, and I'll see you in the ground.